Hey my lovelies! Now I'm pretty proud that we share a ton of deliciousness on this channel, but I have to say, today's recipe is a bit of a game changer. Now, for years I've been eating at this restaurant near my house that serves this amazing dip called labneh. It's this nice, thick, rich, creamy dip that looks a lot like the texture of cream cheese, but has even more tang. It's so flavorful and so tasty that I actually thought it was really complicated to make, so I never ever tried to make it myself. But this past weekend, I did some research online and actually realized that it is super, super simple. Not only is it delicious, but it is super nutritious and also super versatile. So once you've got the basic recipe down, you can add all sorts of amazing toppings to it, and it just gets better. But I do think that my favorite part about this recipe is that it's actually made with just 2 ingredients: full-fat yogurt and a little bit of salt. It's really important when you're making this dish that you are using full-fat yogurt. Leave the non-fat stuff for another project. Full fat is where it's at. And all I'm going to do is season it up with a little bit of salt. Now you do have the option to leave the salt out in this recipe, but I can tell you, the salt mixed with the tanginess of the yogurt, it's a perfect combination. Now the secret to achieving a really creamy, rich dip is removing all the moisture from the yogurt. To do that, we are going to be using layers of cheesecloth. And all I'm going to do is pour my yogurt mixture into my cheesecloth. Are you with me so far? Then what we're going to do is basically take our cheesecloth, and this is my technique, you can do this however you like. I like to roll the top of the cheesecloth down and then sort of roll the edges. So what you end up with is like this little ball of yogurt. And I take a wooden spoon, place it through the center, and then wrap each side of the cheesecloth around it. The idea is to suspend the yogurt over top of a container so all the moisture can come out, and all that's left behind is the tasty sort of cheese-like dip. We're gonna place this over a measuring glass and then pop it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. And through the magic of YouTube, I happen to have one ready already. As you can see, so much moisture has drained out of this yogurt. And what you end up with is something that sort of resembles like a nice, thick, almost like a cream cheese. For the classic labneh, the one that I have at my favorite restaurant, they serve it really simply, topped with a good drizzle of quality olive oil, a sprinkle of a traditional Middle Eastern spice called za'atar, which of course I probably mispronounced, so I apologize for that, but it's really, really flavorful. And then we are going to finish it off with some fresh mint leaves. So super healthy, protein-packed, one of my very favorite things. Now traditionally, this dip is served with pita, but you could definitely eat it with some fresh veggies if you wanted to, or my friends, just go ahead and grab a spoon. It's that good. The second version I'm gonna show you has a bit more of a Mediterranean flair. For this one, I actually stirred in a little pureed garlic before I spread it out in my dish. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this amps up the flavor like crazy, and it also complements the rest of these toppings really, really well. So once again, we are going to start by drizzling on some good quality olive oil, some finely chopped Kalamata olives, which have a lot of nice salty bite, and some red chili flakes. And then we're just gonna garnish it up with some fresh parsley, and you have dip heaven. For my final trick, I'm going to show you a sweet version of this very same dish. I've got some gorgeous pomegranate seeds, nice ruby red, beautiful. I'm just gonna load that on because there's no such thing as too many pomegranate seeds. There really isn't. I've got my crushed pistachios, and then I'm just gonna drizzle on some golden honey. I don't think I need to tell you, the color combination here is one of my favorite things. This stuff would be incredible with just about anything, but I like serving it with some fresh fruit, or you just go ahead and spread that on some toast. Trust me, you will be the toast of the town all morning long. If I have not made you a believer yet in this life-altering dip, I really hope you will give it a try yourself. If you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Snapchat me a photo, because of course I love seeing your creations. And if you can think of any other awesome ways to top this dip off, leave those in the comment section below, because like I said, I am obsessed and I will try them. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, because there is lots more dip deliciousness where this came from.